Here is how to identify trees using a leaf key. First of all, you'll need the key to common native trees of Alabama. I know we don't live in Alabama, but most of the trees that they have there, we also have here. So I think you'll be able to use this pretty easily. Then you'll need to open your Leaf ID virtual lab and look at the leaves in the picture. It's much easier to identify them in color than it is in black and white. So I would highly suggest looking at the photos on your computer. When you're doing your lab, look ahead to the 3rd page. There are some leaf hints that will help you identify your leaves. First of all, it shows the difference between a coniferous tree, which is evergreen and has pine cones, and a deciduous tree, which is a hardwood. Next, it shows you what alternate branching and opposite branching look like. The branches and the leaves will both be alternate or both be opposite. A simple leaf is one whole leaf, where a compound leaf is made of multiple small leaflets. A leaf with lobes has loops of where the leaf bulges out. A non-lobed leaf or entire leaf does not have any of those separate lobes. The edge of the leaf can be smooth or serrated. A serrate leaf has teeth or serrations. In a doubly serrate leaf, the serrations have serrations. In other words, the teeth have teeth. Then finally, if you have a palmate leaf, the veins and the leaflets start at one central location and branch out like a palm tree. Then, if you have a pinnate leaf, it looks kind of like a feather, where the leaflets branch out from a central stem. Let's take a look at how to identify the first tree. If you'll look, I have circled each leaf in blue, and you'll see that the leaves are made up of 3 or maybe 5 or even 7 leaflets, although I don't see any set with 7 right now. Here's a close-up of a leaf with 3 leaflets and a close-up of a leaf with 5 leaflets. How do you know that this is a leaf and these are leaflets versus this is the leaf? Well, the way you do that is that you look for the petiole. The petiole is the bulge at the end of the stem. You'll see right here there are no bulges, so that's not the end of the leaf. Whereas if you look here where it attaches to the stem, then you'll see a little bulge right there, and that's the petiole of the leaf. So that's where the leaf begins. In the orange circle, we do not have a bulge. Okay, so let's work to identify this leaf. Turn to page 4 in your tree identification key and read the first choices. Are the leaves needle-like or scale-like, and do the trees have cones? Or are the leaves flat and broad, and the trees do not have cones? For this tree, the leaves are flat and broad, and the trees do not have cones. Also, using the leaf hints, you can see it's not coniferous, it's deciduous or a hardwood. So for the first answer on your paper, you'll want to write hardwood, like this. Then find the hardwood list. Start again at number 1. Are the leaves and buds opposite or are they alternate? If you can't remember what that is, alternate means every other side, and opposite means in pairs, directly opposite from each other. When we look at this photo, we can see here's a pair of leaves, here's a pair of leaves. Okay, so the leaves are always coming in pairs. You may be able to see it on this picture as well. There's a pair of leaves, there's a pair of leaves, there's a pair there. So the leaves are opposite. If they are opposite, we go to step 2. So we put 2 as our next answer. Are the leaves compound or are they simple? Remember, a compound leaf has leaflets and a simple leaf is one leaf. So we have a compound leaf and we will go to question 3. So 3 is what we write next. On question 3, are the leaves pinnately compound or trifoliate with 3 leaflets, or are they palmately compound? Great, what does that mean? Well, palmate means they branch out from one central point like a palm. Pinnate means they come in pairs up the stem. When we look at our leaf, you can see that it's pinnately compound. It's not trifoliate with 3 leaves. Yes, some of them are trifoliate, but others have 5 or even 7 leaflets, so that's why it doesn't count as that. Since the leaves are pinnately compound, we'll go to question 4. Remember to write 4 on your paper. Are the leaflet edges smooth or entire, not toothed, or are the leaflet edges toothed or serrate? Remember, serrate means jagged, like a serrated knife has jagged edges, and of course straight edge or smooth means no jagged edges. When we look more closely at our leaf, you can see that it is serrate. Therefore, we will choose maples. Remember to write maples on your paper. Flip ahead and find the page that says maples. Once again, start at the beginning. Are the leaf edges variously toothed between the lobes, so the teeth are not even, they're different sizes or shapes of teeth? Or are the leaf edges mostly smooth between the lobes? We'll notice that we have teeth, so that is toothed between the lobes, so that's number 2. Write number 2 on your paper. Question 2, are the leaves simple or compound? With 3 to 5 and sometimes 7 leaflets. Aha, they are compound. And that tells you that you have a box elder. You've just identified the tree. So at the very end, you can write box elder at the name of the tree or the leaf. When you identify the next leaf, be sure to start completely over at the beginning of your tree identification key. Always start at the very beginning, because if you start partway through, it will mess you up.